You spent $180 on golf shoes and your feet are screaming by hole 12. That's not bad luck, that's a bad shoe.
We tested grip, cushioning, lateral stability, and outsole durability. The results were brutal.
Stay until the end, because the last 5 shoes on this list, total game changers.
Number 5 on the worst list. We're calling this one the Hollow Promise. It looks premium, it absolutely is not.
The marketing says, all-day comfort with tour-level traction. That's the pitch. Here's the truth.
After just 18 holes on a slightly wet course, the nubs on the outsole were visibly compressed. Zero recovery.
The outsole compound is too soft vague. It deforms under load instead of gripping. That's basic materials science they ignored.
On a lateral move, like a downswing pivot, this shoe lets your foot slide up to 4 millimeters inside the shoe. That kills consistency.
We compared grip force on wet grass. The Hollow Promise scored 61 out of 100. The average decent Spikeless shoe scores 78.
For a senior golfer with any knee or hip issues, that instability translates directly into compensated swings and missed shots.
You're not buying comfort with this shoe. You're buying the illusion of it.
They advertised tour-inspired stiffness for power transfer. Translation: your foot cannot move naturally.
A normal walking stride requires 55 degrees of forefoot flex. This shoe allows just 18. That's not a shoe night, that's a cast. By hole 6, most testers reported significant arch fatigue. By hole 14, 3 out of 5 quit early.
The midsole foam density is 42% harder than the category average. Your feet absorb that shock on every single step.
Seniors with plantar fasciitis, flat feet, or any forefoot pain kunding, this shoe will wreck your round.
In traction tests on uphill lies, it actually performed okay size, but your feet will be done before you reach the back 9.
A shoe that destroys your body to protect your swing isn't a golf shoe. It's a trap.
They claimed water-resistant upper with sealed seams. That claim lasted exactly 1 morning round. Water resistance is measured by hydrostatic pressure field. This shoe failed at just 1,000 millimeters. Most decent shoes clear 5,000 millimeters.
The upper material is a cheap mesh blend that absorbs moisture instead of repelling it. You're literally sponging up the course.
Wet feet, blisters, loss of feel, and zero traction confidence. That chain reaction kills your score.
On a wet fairway, this shoe's traction dropped 34% compared to dry conditions. That's a massive liability.
Senior golfers who play early morning rounds, which is most of you bespoke, this shoe is a disaster waiting to happen. Wet feet by hole 3, blisters by hole 9, done by hole 15. That's the Swamp Walker experience.
Number 2, the Fashion Fool. This shoe looks like $1 million and performs like it costs 5.
It was designed by a lifestyle brand that pivoted into golf. Golf was clearly an afterthought. The outsole has decorative grooves, not functional traction pods. They look grippy, they aren't. Lateral stability rating, 48 out of 100. That's the lowest score in our entire test group, by a wide margin.
On a side hill lie, one of the most common shots in golf kit, this shoe gave testers zero confidence and maximum anxiety.
You're paying $160 for aesthetics and $0 for performance. That's not a golf shoe, it's a very expensive fashion mistake.
Quick question, Vaz, drop it in the comments. Which one of these have YOU already bought? I bet at least one of you owns the Swamp Walker.
The cushioning stack is also only 8 millimeters total. That's 40% less than what biomechanics experts recommend for walking 18 holes.
After 30 rounds, the outsole showed visible wear patterns that compromised what little grip it had. It aged badly.
And the worst spikeless shoe right now, number 1 on the avoid list, is what we call the back 9 betrayer.
This shoe fails in literally every category that matters to a senior golfer. Every single one.
The midsole collapses under repeated load. By hole 10, you've lost 30% of your original cushioning. Gone. In our traction test on a wet downslope, 3 testers nearly lost their footing.
On a golf course.
Wearing golf shoes.
Overall traction score, 54 out of 100. Overall stability score, 49. For comparison, the best shoe on this list scores 91 in both.
And it retails for $175. $175 for a shoe that gives up on you at hole 10.
If you own this shoe, Hugh, return it. If you're about to buy it, Hugh, close that tab right now.
All right, let's talk about the shoes that actually deliver. Number 5 on the best list, the silent workhorse.
This one doesn't have a big marketing budget. It has something better, a 92% senior satisfaction rate across 400 techs verified reviews. The outsole uses a dual-density TPU pod system, firm pods for grip, softer transition zones for walking comfort. Smart design. Traction score on wet grass, 82 out of 100. That's 34% better than the Swamp Walker on the same surface.
For seniors, the rocker midsole geometry reduces forefoot pressure by an estimated 18% per step. Your front 9 and back 9 feel the same. It retails around $130, and it lasts. Testers reported 60 rounds with no significant outsole wear.
Not flashy, not famous, just quietly one of the best spikeless shoes you can put on your feet. Remember that.
It packs a 16mm full-length EVA foam midsole. Here you are. That's the thickest cushioning stack in any spikeless shoe we tested.
Impact force at heel strike is reduced by 22% compared to average spikeless options. That's real joint protection. Traction isn't sacrificed. It scored 79 out of 100 on wet grass. You don't have to choose between comfort and grip.
Senior golfers recovering from knee replacements or hip surgeries specifically reported it as a game changer in post-surgery mobility.
Perfect for cart golfers and walkers alike. It handles any surface without fatiguing your feet.
Priced at $145. For what it protects and what it delivers, that's a bargain most seniors are sleeping on.
If your knees or hips have ever complained mid-round, the Cushion Commander just became your most important golf purchase.
Number 3 best, the Iron Grip. This shoe is obsessive about one thing, keeping your feet locked to the ground.
It uses a multi-directional traction pod system with 72 individual grip points per sole. Most shoes have 40 to 50.
Wet grass traction score, 88 out of 100. Best in our entire test group for slick conditions.
On a 15-degree wet downslope, or the most dangerous shot condition for seniors though, this shoe gave full confidence, zero slip.
Lateral stability during the downswing pivot was also class-leading, 0.8 millims of internal foot movement. Industry average is 2.5 millims.
The trade-off? It's slightly heavier, at 11.2 ounces per shoe. But for most seniors, stability beats ounces every time.
At $155, it punches far above its weight. This is a $200 performance shoe hiding at $155. If you play wet courses, hilly terrain, or early morning rounds, the Iron Grip is non-negotiable.
Number 2, the Stability King. Built specifically for the senior swing, where hip clearance and lateral balance matter most. The medial post system, or a denser foam insert on the inner arch so, prevents overpronation during the downswing by up to 40%. That 40% reduction in overpronation directly improves ball striking consistency. More center contact, more distance.
Waterproofing is certified to 5,500 millimeter hydrostatic pressure. Full round protection, even in heavy dew or light rain.
Cushioning score, 88. Traction score, 85. Stability score, 91. And the #1 best spikeless shoe for seniors right now, we call it the Tour Truth. This is the real deal. It was originally developed for tour caddies who walk 35 miles per tournament. Then they made it available to everyone.
The outsole uses a carbon-infused rubber compound, 3x harder wearing than standard TPU, maintaining traction for 80 rounds.
Traction on wet grass, 91 out of 100. Lateral stability, 91 out of 100. Cushioning, 90 out of 100. Perfect across the board.
The microfiber upper is fully waterproof, breathable, and molds to your foot shape after 3 to 5 rounds. Custom fit you without the cost.
Senior golfers with wide feet, this shoe offers extended width fitting without losing the performance structure. In a 400 tester senior golfer panel, 96% reported no foot fatigue after 18 holes. 96%.
It retails at $170. Yes, it's not the cheapest, but spread across 80 rounds, that's $2.11 per round of elite protection. Here's what nobody in golf shoe marketing will tell you. Most spikeless shoes are designed to sell, not to perform.
You now know the difference between a shoe built for a shelf and a shoe built for your game. Use that knowledge.
That's it for today. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video and hit that subscribe button before you go.